Hey, Cancer, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2022 health, wealth, and abundance reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Cancer, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so we are going to dive into the category of health. Please do see the disclaimer in the description box below. But right away here, Cancer, your heart chakra is illuminated. Now this lies in this heart region, and this is all about opening ourselves up to what brings us happiness, joy, emotional fulfillment, whether it is relationships that we partake in our lives, whether it's romance, whether it is family dynamics or friendships. Now, some of you may have shut down the heart chakra, as we humans at times in our life, we tend to. It can be a defense mechanism. It can be about us trying to protect our hearts. But I feel like now is the time to open yourself up, Cancer. It's a time to take a risk, take a chance, because you have a brand new energy sweeping in for you this month. And if you had any wrongs that have happened, any disappointments, any anger, bitterness, resentment, it's time to release that energy once and for all. Because this heart chakra, it can manifest in depression and anxiety, heart murmurs, heart attacks, strokes, anything of this nature here when it comes to this heart chakra can manifest in the physical, but I feel like you're taking a look at what's not working in your life and you're creating a brand new story for yourself, a whole new complete book. It's not even that you're just turning a page to a chapter here. I feel like you're on to the next book is what I'm sensing here. So opening up your heart so full that you can't help but say yes to the opportunities that bring about bliss, excitement, and joy. So if you did have any of those heart energies, heart issues, it can even be that mid-back region behind the shoulder blade area may have been affecting you, or the back may have felt like you were carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders physically. Some of you may have been physically, emotionally, mentally drained or exhausted, because you do have the Five of Pentacles showing up here. And at times you do feel alone, or like you have to carry the burdens or the emotions of other people. I feel like you are stepping towards more happy times, because you can see that across from the creek here, there's a light on in the house, and she sees that. And so it's like you're seeing that there's light at the end of the tunnel here. When the Five of Pentacles shows up, this can be about health issues, mentally, physically, emotionally, that have been draining you. But the good news is, I feel like you are figuring out the root of the problem, and you're figuring out how to take steps in your life that can bring about a positive change, a positive transition here. You have the Three of Cups. So when it comes to health, I feel like you may be seeking out medical professionals, whether counselors, coaches, therapists. This could be doctors, rehab specialists, energy workers, light workers. I'm just seeing here that there are others that want to share and spread the love, but also want to help you, want to help you heal from some sort of broken heart here. You can see that that heart in the middle is a little bit shattered, is broken, but I feel like there are the right people coming in to help you overcome any difficulties you've had, either chasing your dreams, opening up to emotional fulfillment when it comes to what you do for a living, or if it has been that you've dealt with difficult situations with people in your life. I feel like you are figuring out how to heal on a deeper level. You're finally able to start something new, or to be able to say yes to opening your heart up, whatever that may look like to you. Now we have the Eight of Pentacles showing up. So if you are in a relationship, I certainly see that you're healing from maybe emotional distance, or it could be physical distance as well. Some of you did feel quite alone because matters of the heart can be about separation or disconnect. They're giving me Three of Swords energy. Even though that's not in your reading, I feel like the Three of Swords is in the past. The Eight of Pentacles talks about you mastering what it is that you want to feel. This is about you feeling that sense of inspiration. This is about you educating yourself on how to heal from the inside out. And that's what you're doing. You're working on the relationships that are important to you, that you want to keep in your life. And I feel like you're saying no, or you're detaching from the relationships that are leaving you a sense of anxiety, with that sense of maybe depression or feeling drained in this heart area. If there is not equal give and take here, if there's not reciprocity, I feel like you are removing it. And you're working on what makes you happy and what brings you success. And that's ultimately going to be what keeps you moving forward. And that's going to be, I keep hearing, for the win, for the win. So whatever you're doing at this time, where you're moving forward past this loneliness, past some sort of betrayal or hurt, I feel like you will win. You will come out on top. Now, your final card when it comes to health. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? Now, some of you may be feeling a lot of emotions when it comes to your heart chakra here. Some of you may at times feel a lot of stress. You may feel a lot of joy. You may kind of swing that pendulum going back and forth. I'm sensing that you're balancing out that energy. You go from the 5 to finally being able to attract the right people that want to help you achieve success, that want the best for you. And you're going to that 8. So you're putting in the dedicated effort regarding your health. Maybe this is a new exercise regime. This could be about eradicating toxicity or people, patterns, betrayal, or any of that energy of the past that no longer serves you. And you are getting rid of that. And you're saying, how can I allow that experience to help me with my growth, to help my soul evolve here on earth? And that's what you're doing. So I'm very proud of you. Cancer, a lot of you are looking deep within to heal, which is what we need to do, instead of at times masking it with medication or masking it with poison or toxins, or being in situations that are no longer good for us. I feel like you are figuring out how to move away from something that's not serving you. By all means, some of us absolutely do need to take medication. It is dire. Some of you are on heart medication. You may be on anxiety medication, or even antidepressants. And that may be required and needed, but I feel like you're figuring out ways how to heal on a deeper level than just to kind of put a Band-Aid on it, if that makes sense. So what are the dominant emotions that run your life? How do you fill your day, Cancer? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now. The journey, no goal, no destination will bring us the feelings we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Yes, this is fulfillment to your heart chakra. The things that bring you joy, the things that bring you pleasure are going to be the true energy here of fulfillment. Today's soul action for you, Cancer, is lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Yeah, because some of you, when we do the health and wealth, I do this health, wealth, and abundance reading because health and wealth ride that fine line. When we're feeling good about our health, our wealth tends to thrive, and vice versa. When we're feeling good about where we're at, every area of our life is affected, and health, most importantly, can come to the top here. And I feel like you are getting out of a situation that was less than ideal, and you're not letting some sort of emotions take over or control you any longer. So I like where this is going. You're putting in the dedicated effort. You're coming out stronger. For some of you, if you have been in that lower energy with this heart chakra, or you may have even manifested at times some sort of, could be a cold, or it could be just a heaviness. It feels like an elephant on your chest at times. I do feel like you are doing meditative practices or mindfulness techniques or talk therapy, cognitive therapy. You're doing something that is allowing you to expand your heart space. I'm just seeing some of you maybe even taking an inhaler. There's something with the breath. Breath work is very important as well. Now let's dive into wealth, the area of wealth. we have the books card showing up. Some of you are signing some contracts. Now, when we think of wealth, it's not just financial wealth, which we'll talk about, but this is emotional wealth. And that's what's important to you, Cancer. Emotional wealth. And a lot of times that financial wealth will follow. This is about paperwork, contracts, learning as you go. Some of you may be starting a new career path. You may be signing a house bid. You may be getting a new home, a new job, or signing some sort of documents or paperwork. Some of you may be writing a book, taking a class. You may be learning some sort of higher education, as discussed earlier, regarding mental health, physical health, holistic health, and even spiritual health. This can be about law. Some of you are dealing with settlements or return. I just heard return of premium, or getting a return back on something you've invested in. There could be some sort of inheritance or life insurance policy that you may be looking at as well. You're taking a dive into wealth here. Now, you have some really positive things when it comes to wealth. And I feel like this could be affecting your health as well, coming from a place of, wow, I was stuck. I feel like I'm never going to grow, to now you're able to bring in this new beginning, a new sense of vitality here. This is the Ace of Wands showing up. This is about you having a new sense of purpose when it comes to your career or when it comes to your financial goals. I feel like there is an energy of hustle, of busyness, of also being prepared for what's to come. And I just seen 11:11 on the clock. So you may be seeing ones, not just 11:11, but 111. Some of you could be 11s as well. But there is a new sense of vitality. There's a new beginning showing up here for you, because you have the World and the Fool. So these three cards showing up together, the Ace of Wands, the World, and the Fool. This is huge. Some of you are completely making a huge shift in your life where you're doing something over. Some of you may be completely changing your career path. You may be getting out of or into a relationship. Some of you are moving across the country or just making a leap of faith with a move. But there is a cycle that is coming to an end. It's time for you to embrace all that is. And there is so much wealth. There's so much accomplishment. Some of you may be heading towards retirement as well. And you may be looking at documentation regarding money, or regarding IRAs or 401k plans, or some sort of money when it comes to accounting or a financial advisor. That could be this Three of Cups energy as well. But I'm sensing that you've accomplished a cycle when it comes to wealth. There's a victory here. You will be rewarded, and there's celebration coming in too, because the Three of Cups is about celebrating some sort of accomplishment that you've hit, some sort of achievement that you've hit. So now you're able to embrace in this new life. And there it is here. Trust. Take a leap of faith. It's time for this new beginning to show up for you, Cancer. There is a fresh start, and it's going to have you taking this risk and embracing the unknown. Get ready for this exciting new adventure to come in. And I feel like you're brave enough to take this risk, and you know that this is something that's inevitable. It's something that has to change. And I feel like you're excited about it. I really do. Some of you, it could be a move. It could be a new job. It's a relationship. It's a new part of your life where your heart is opening up, because in the past it may have been shut down, or you knew you needed a change. You could not go on the way that you were because it was just becoming too isolated or too alone or lonely here. Now, the card here for your wealth energy is, if I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Burn with desire, Cancer. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Wow. Okay, not only do you have this passion with the Ace of Wands, this is about your passion, your dreams, your desires. Next, you have take flight, and you can see that that's what she's doing here. So this is powerful confirmation from the universe saying here, it's time to take flight. It's time for you to step into this new version of yourself. Now, some of you this isn't or hasn't manifested on the physical level. Maybe some of you aren't changing jobs, or you aren't moving, or there's not a lot happening in the physical, although I do sense that there will be sooner rather than later. But there is an internal shift that is happening, and once this internal shift really starts to happen for you, that is when you fully start to embrace this new beginning. So I love that this is showing up for you, and I feel like you are definitely burning with desire. There's a strong passion coming in. I love this. Now, in the area of abundance, Cancer, you actually have a new life showing up here. This is about transformations, big changes. It is about a reset in your life. You're ready to hit that reset button. You're ready to open your heart up to new experiences, new people, new opportunities. This is about a rebirth here for you and a fresh start. So there is growth. You're on this journey here. I feel like it's a spiritual quest or a spiritual journey, and you've created this for yourself. Some of you are again, heading towards retirement, or you may be moving someplace that maybe it has some tropics there. You may be wanting to book a trip to go towards the tropics, but there's major transformation occurring that's going to bring in more abundance than you could have ever imagined. Now, abundance can mean something different to each and every one of us. Perhaps you are able to live an abundant life and travel when you'd like. Perhaps you have an abundance of friends and family that fills you up emotionally. Perhaps abundance is having enough food in the fridge or gas in your vehicle in order to get you from A to B, and for you to survive from one day to the next. Abundance looks like something different for each and every one of you. But whatever this is, Cancer, you are going right towards this new life. This is huge because you've been given a second chance. You've been given a do-over here, and it's something that you've wanted for quite some time, and now you're seeing it happen for you. Now, you have 3 major arcana showing up in the energy of abundance. But first, it starts from this perspective, Hanged Man energy. This is about observing your surroundings, taking a look at what's working and what isn't, getting rid of the things that are holding you back on your soul's journey, and bringing more things that are aligned with your soul's path, your soul's mission, your higher calling here. And I feel like you're changing your life for the better, but it starts with this inner awakening. It starts with observing that your surroundings do need to change, Cancer, and that's what you're doing here with this Hanged Man energy. You're releasing some sort of control. You are gaining a new perspective on something that it was hard to see through when you were going through it. But now that you've kind of come out of this other side, now that you can see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel here, you're able to completely shift your energy, because this lesson has taught you a lot. You have the Hierophant. This is about teaching. It is about being divinely guided. The Hierophant is about learning what your traditions, your beliefs, your morals, your integrity means for you, because you may have questioned. You may have said to yourself, well, is this true for me? Is it working? Maybe you thought you had to stay in a job that maybe wasn't fulfilling, or maybe you thought you had to stay in a relationship, or you had to hang on to some sort of pain or hurt because maybe you didn't know who you would be without it, Cancer. And I'm just sensing here so strongly that you've realized that you don't need to hang on to it. You've completed and finished a very, very important cycle in your life, whether it's with a person, whether it is a place, whether it is a belief, whatever it is for you, it's time to let it go. Because what's coming in here is better than you could have imagined. You have the Sun card. Yes, the Sun card. This is the energy of abundance showing up for you. This is the energy of happiness, success, enjoying positive health. And a lot of you, it's been a long time coming. You've had the mental stress, the anxiety. Some of you may have had surgeries. You may have had cancer. You may have had close calls or brushes with death. Accidents here, where I feel like you are thankful you're alive and you have a new sense of vitality here. For others of you, this has been emotional. Again, emotional turmoil, where you've lost loved ones, where you've lost jobs, where you have fell out of and into relationships that were meant to help you evolve here in the physical realm and the spiritual side as well. So when this card shows up, this is about you enjoying the moment. This is about you really living a blissful life. And that's what this new energy is all about, showing up for you, Cancer. You have a choice, a decision here, and I feel like you're choosing to head towards your bliss. So powerful stuff happening here for you. Now, finally, last but not least, we have, I'm using a new deck. It is Work Your Light. And if you are interested, all of the decks are in the description box below. But it says play. And it says have fun, celebrate, and don't be too serious. Yeah, don't be so serious. And you can see that the sunshine is illuminating her. She's sitting inside this cup in her swimsuit. So some of you may be deciding to go on a vacation and do some swimming and maybe drink a beverage here. But I feel like you are in that energy of playfulness. Some of you are vacationing or traveling in the month of October as well. You're enjoying the bliss and the abundance that's all around you. And Spirit is reminding you to have fun, to play, to allow yourself the pleasures in life, because certainly life can get hectic and it can get tumultuous, and we deal with the ups and downs, the losses and the gains and the pain and the pleasures. This is a moment in time for you to enjoy the blissful abundance that is coming your way, Cancer, and to embrace the moment fully. Very beautiful reading. I feel like you're definitely signing some new contracts, and it may have to do with this brand new life. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, comment, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for tuning in, Cancer. Sending you lots of love and light.